Here we're starting with the green beans this week, and they are getting tall. They were not this tall last night. We had a ton of rain. I don't even know if it was a ton of rain, but wow, they surprised me. Moving on to the leeks, we have growth, and these are the tallest, obviously you can see. And then, yeah, I should have a, oh, there's some right there. I don't know if you can see those. Right there. And then all of those. Moving on, I still haven't put a tag in here, but if you look, ooh, I don't know where it is now. We've got some onion growth there, so hopefully those will start sprouting up soon, because I think I planted about 4 of them, I think, and then I'll try and plant some more. I might plant something else in here, but I don't want to overcrowd it too much. So moving on, we've got the garlic. As you remember from the very first, when I first planted them, the little sprout was like down to here, and look how much they've grown. And the radishes are coming a long way. They are quite crazy today. They were not this tall yesterday. I swear, everything just grows like so much overnight. So let's move on. Still thinking this is calendula, still not sure, but this is really tall. Moving on to the dill. Not sure what's going on here. Hopefully it'll last. I might have to plant it somewhere else though, because it might just be too crowded. But it's still growing, so we're doing okay. Moving on. So I took, this is not the right tag, my green peppers, or no, those are red peppers that I had cut open, and people here at the house ate them, so I saved the seeds, dried them out, and then I actually just threw them in a pot, and bam, they're growing. So I need to get a little marker. I think they're red bell peppers, but I can't eat those, so hopefully people are hungry. Moving on, the rosemary. That's obviously not rosemary. I don't know what's going on here. Hopefully the rosemary will start growing, because I like rosemary, but we shall see. Moving on. The oregano. I've used it a couple times, cut some off, so I'm probably gonna have to cut more off and propagate those, since I know how to do that now. And yeah, doing well. Moving on. So there's a spider right there, so we're gonna be careful. Carrots are doing well. I think there's just gonna be too many in there. I think I probably should have only planted like not that many. Oh well. You can use the carrot tops for like making pesto and stuff if you didn't know that. So the thyme is going a little crazy too, but that's awesome. Definitely popped up overnight, so I'm gonna see if I can get rid of that or take some off and dry it, while hopefully it'll keep growing. Still no luck on the marigold, but those usually take a while. The cinnamon basil, however, is coming in nicely. And then the chives. Still here, still doing well, getting taller, doing quite well. Moving on to the spearmint. I have to back up so you can see all of it. It's crazy. I swear, it's probably grown like that much overnight, because it was not this tall yesterday. Yeah, so I'm gonna cut this off and dry that, and I'll let you know what that looks like when I do it. Moving on to the peppermint. We're doing well. coming in a lot fuller now. Definitely peppermint, and I love it. Moving on. Tomatoes. Oh, there's more spider webs. They're looking okay. We just need some hot weather, I guess, not the flipping back and forth. And there's another spider. A little blob right there. So, we're moving on. Here's the lettuce. Getting taller, looking good. Waiting for some, I guess it'll probably come up later in, a little later in the summer, so that way we can finally eat it. Wild bergamot. Still have all the little tiny growths. Sprouts, not growths, here. So just, I think I only planted a little bit of those to see how they'd go. So, cilantro, still looking good. Little bit of growth. They're starting, actually, this is new. You can see the little tiny bits here starting to look like cilantro. I don't know if you can see it on that little guy. Let's see if I can get it to focus. That's very exciting. I mean, the whole thing's exciting. Like I say every single video. Here's the holy basil, which, by the way, sorry for the constant movement you hear. I'm using my wide angle today. So I think this might be some of the holy basil. I'm not 100% positive, but that's the only thing that looks different in here, but it very well could be a weed. And there's a little guy there. That might be something, but nothing actually looks like basil in here, so hopefully it will grow. Alright, okra. It's grown quite a bit. We have so many more leaves. I have a lot more hope for it than I did. I had a lot of hope, but I was kind of losing it because it wasn't taken off, but I think I just planted everything really early this year. A lot earlier than last year. Moving on. Here's the basil. Still nothing really yet. Kind of struggling. I might have to plant some more, see if I can get them to grow. Kohlrabi, getting taller. Not sure what else it's supposed to do. I mean, they're supposed to have little, like, I'm wrong, I do. It's supposed to have little root things above here, but I don't know. Playing it by ear. So, here are one of the propagated spearmint tops, and if you look closely, we've got a little tiny baby, and if you look underneath, we've got roots. So that was successful. Still waiting to give this a home. I also propagated the oregano, so I know this works. So moving on to the most recent garden box that we made. My Echinacea is starting to come up. That's on one side, and it's coming up on both sides. So we're doing well. Moving down to the next level, we've got Hibiscus and Chamomile. Nothing on the chamomile side, but the hibiscus, however, is coming in like crazy. So obviously I didn't overplant it. So once these grow, I'll have to plant some more. Moving down, there's Thai basil and sage. The sage is actually coming in. I didn't see this. I don't remember seeing this yesterday. And then there's Thai basil. We've got quite a few sprouts coming in. So that's, oh, we've got a lot of spiders going on. I don't know, it's not gonna, kind of focused. Okay, so these little guys, they were standing up. So I'm gonna have to tie these up so they actually stay, because they've like grabbed onto each other. If I can get them. And they're in one big knot. Look at this, right here, all of this. So I'm gonna have to, I guess, break those and stick some of these in the center so they actually stand up. Moving on, I got a new plant. No, obviously not a vegetable or anything. And I got it because its name is Freckles. And you want to know why it's named Freckles? It's because if you look underneath here, they look like freckles. Alright, moving on. My African marigolds are doing really well. If you remember when I first planted them, there was like nothing there, and a lot of these other buds, like especially this one, are gonna start blooming here soon. We're gonna have a lot going on. Okay, moving on. Spinach is coming in. Red Russian Kale still coming in nicely, getting taller. If you go down here, the lupine has gotten way taller. Still waiting for it to get all the little flowers on there, but I'm hoping that maybe that will start here within the next week or so. And the arugula. Oh, give you a peek here. Right, it's not focusing, but this little guy is starting to look like an actual piece of arugula. So that's awesome. The cucumber, which I was hopeful for, wasn't sure. Look at these guys. Oh my gosh, they're getting so tall. And that will be on this guy. Okay, update on my Citronella. It has flowers. I don't know if I was supposed to let it flower, but I did, and there's more. So obviously it's doing well. Or at least I think, but a lot of those are turning colors, so I'm not sure that that's what it's supposed to do. Here's the tomato plant that my friend gave me. And it's surviving and doing well, gotten much taller, and it's got this other little guy on there. So yeah, doing well. Here is an update on the lavender. It's growing after I chopped it all off. So I guess we'll just wait and see. See if it smells like lavender. Oh yeah, very, very potent. That makes me very happy. Surprise! The zucchini is coming in and doing really well.